These changes to native title have been broadly welcomed, but Aboriginal leader and former national president of the Labor Party, Warren Mundine, was one of those who wanted more.
Look, I'm happy with the changes that the Minister, the Attorney-General, I should say, is announcing today. They're overdue, but I don't think they've gone far enough. They need to really look at a couple of issues. One is, how do you tie the Native Title Act back to the overall government strategy of closing the gap and ending the disparity between Indigenous and non-Indigenous people within employment and the economic area. And also the onus of proof in regard to the connection to country. If they do that shift, they will find that they'll have incredible outcomes in regard to employment, economic development within Indigenous communities, and we'll quickly move to a situation where that disparity in closing the gap will happen.
You've spoken to the Attorney-General, Nicola Roxon, about these points. How did she explain her reluctance to move on those two issues?
I won't go into the full details of my conversations with the Attorney-General, but that's our conversations and that in private. But the overall picture was that there wasn't a political will within the Parliament for major changes to the Native Title Act. I beg to differ, and I put my viewpoints forward that I thought there was. My conversation with the opposition and the crossbenchers and with people within the government was that there was political will, especially if you put it in the box of economic development and employment outcomes, and you tie that back to the closing the gap area. So if you do that, then you have both sides of politics would be very happy about supporting changes. The issue, of course, is in regard to actually what those words on the legislation changes will be, but I think the political will's there, and I think the government needs to be bold on this whole issue.
Warren Mundine, thank you.
Thank you.